Before you were born, you stood in the light of your own consciousness, vast, timeless, and aware. You weren't a body yet. You weren't even a name. You were pure awareness, observing the tapestry of possibilities. Every potential life, every path, every lesson you could learn in form. The Tibetans called this the bardo of becoming, the intermediate realm where souls hover between death and rebirth, choosing their next incarnation according to karmic resonance. You did not fall into this life by accident. You entered it by design. Every challenge, every heartbreak, and every joy was chosen to awaken you. What you call fate is simply the blueprint your consciousness agreed to before descending into flesh. The question is, do you remember why? Stay until the end, because by the time this video is over, you might begin to. In the Tibetan Book of the Dead, consciousness after death doesn't drift aimlessly. It moves according to vibration, drawn magnetically to the conditions that match its karmic frequency. The mind that has cultivated compassion gravitates toward luminous realms. The mind still clinging to fear or desire seeks conditions to resolve those attachments. This is how the universe teaches, not through reward or punishment, but through reflection. You are always sent where your lessons can continue. Before you were born, your soul chose the precise frequency of this life, not as a sentence, but as an opportunity. You came here to evolve, to complete unfinished wisdom, to face the mirror of karma one more time and transcend it through awareness. Karma is not punishment, it is architecture. It is the energetic structure that determines the stage upon which your awareness will awaken. Imagine consciousness as a painter and karma as the canvas. You chose this particular texture, this family, this body, this era, because it contained the exact ingredients needed to reveal what remained unhealed. The Tibetans taught that karma is not fixed fate, but fluid momentum. It bends with awareness. Every choice can rewrite your destiny when you act from clarity instead of compulsion. That's the secret of liberation. Not to escape karma, but to understand it so deeply that it becomes compassion itself. Many ancient teachings, Tibetan, Egyptian, and Vedic alike, describe what happens when the soul departs the body. It enters a field of review, a luminous mirror where every thought, word, and deed ripples outward and returns in a single flash. The Tibetans call this the clear light of Dharmata, the raw essence of reality. Some traditions describe it as meeting guides, bodhisattvas, or deities who assist the soul in choosing its next birth. But the secret truth is that those guides are aspects of your higher consciousness. They are you in more awakened form. Before rebirth, you saw your next life not as a punishment, but as a masterpiece in progress, an unfinished stroke on the canvas of eternity. To enter a body is to forget. You chose the veil of amnesia not because the universe is cruel, but because awakening means more when it arises from within illusion. In the Bardo teachings, the moment of conception is described as a trance. The consciousness, intoxicated by karmic imagery, rushes toward parents whose energy matches its unresolved emotions. You didn't just choose a family, you chose a mirror. You chose the people who would press the exact buttons that trigger your deepest patterns. Not to torment you, but to remind you of the work left undone. The veil is not punishment, it's the stage for revelation. Imagine being an infinite being, playing hide and seek with itself. That's what incarnation is. The Tibetans say samsara, the cycle of birth and death, is not a prison but a classroom. You hide yourself inside form so that the joy of remembrance can exist. Every tear and triumph is part of the divine game of rediscovering what you always were. Before you were born, you knew, say the lamas. After birth, you must remember. The moment you awaken to that knowing, that you are the consciousness behind the role, you begin to graduate from the game. Comment if you've ever felt déjà vu, as if you've walked this path before, because maybe you have. Every lifetime is a syllabus written in light. The Tibetans believed that the soul, before reincarnating, examines what lessons remain unfinished. Compassion, patience, detachment, wisdom, and crafts a life that will teach these through experience. Sometimes that means wealth, sometimes it means poverty, sometimes love, sometimes loss. The outer forms differ, but the inner lesson is the same: how to awaken compassion through contrast. When you suffer, life is not punishing you, it is tutoring you. When you love, it's not reward, it's remembrance. Everything that happens is an invitation to master the curriculum you wrote for yourself. Why would a soul choose suffering? The Tibetans had a radical answer: because pain pierces the illusion of permanence. It cracks open the false self and exposes the truth beneath. The very experiences that break you are the ones that reveal your essence. You didn't choose this life for comfort. You chose it for evolution. That's why every enlightened being, from the Buddha to Padmasambhava, endured hardship before awakening. The wound becomes the doorway. The shadow becomes the teacher. The moment you stop resisting pain and start asking what it's showing you, it transforms into light. That's the alchemy of awakening. The people in your life are fragments of your own karmic mirror. The Tibetan masters say we are bound together by invisible threads woven across lifetimes. The parent who abandons, the lover who betrays, the friend who saves you, all of them are soul actors helping you fulfill the script you co-wrote before birth. When you realize this, judgment dissolves. How could you hate the one who agreed to play the villain so you could discover forgiveness? Life stops feeling random when you see that every interaction is karmic choreography, designed to awaken compassion through reflection. Long before your first breath, you encoded intentions within your energetic field, a blueprint written in vibration. Tibetans call it the karmic wind, the energy that propels the soul into birth. Modern mystics call it the soul contract. Whatever name you choose, the essence is the same. The heart knows its path before the mind ever wakes up. That's why certain passions burn from childhood, certain fears feel ancient, certain people feel familiar. They are echoes of the blueprint whispering through time. The path was never hidden. It was encrypted in your heart all along. To be alive is to be dreaming while awake. The Tibetans practice dream yoga to recognize illusion within dreams, and then, applied the same awareness to waking life. You can awaken within the incarnation you chose by realizing it's also a dream. The characters, the stories, the wins and losses, all fleeting, all reflections of mind. Once you know this, you no longer take life personally. You see it playfully, compassionately, lucidly. You become the lucid dreamer of your own existence, guiding karma consciously instead of being dragged by it. That's what it means to wake up before you die. The Tibetans teach that every choice made in awareness bends the trajectory of rebirth. In the Bardo, as in life, choice is everything. You chose this incarnation, but now you can choose again, to act from wisdom instead of ignorance, compassion instead of fear. This is how karma becomes dharma, when the same energy that bound you becomes the force that liberates you. The moment you choose to see pain as teaching, chaos as mirror, and loss as purification, the wheel of samsara stops spinning you because you are no longer asleep within it. When the body dies, what truly happens? The Tibetans say awareness dissolves back into its elements, earth into water, water into fire, fire into air, air into space, until only pure consciousness remains. Then the cycle begins again, unless recognition dawns. Recognition that you are the awareness behind the dream, not the dream itself. If that recognition arises, rebirth becomes optional. You can choose to remain in the clear light or to return compassionately to guide others. That's the vow of the Bodhisattva, to keep returning until every being awakens. And so here you are, not by accident, but by sacred design. Before you were born, you looked at the map of eternity and said, that's where I'll awaken next. You chose your family, your struggles, your gifts, and even your wounds, because each one holds a key. The key is remembrance. The Tibetans say liberation isn't earned, it's remembered. You are not trying to become enlightened. You are trying to remember that you already are. The life you chose is your meditation hall. The obstacles are your teachers. And this very moment, watching, breathing, awakening, is the reason you came. So if this truth resonates, take a breath, comment I remember, and let the journey continue. Because awakening doesn't start after death. It starts the moment you remember you chose to be here.